viewers. I am Dr. Velavan, Faculty School of Management Shastra University. We have been discussing about supply, the taxable event under GST. In connection with the previous session, today also we are going to continue the supply. So we will continue from, you see, wait, because these parts are already we discussed. Yes. Today we are going to start with goods or services. So you have to know the meaning of goods and services first, because GST is charging for supply of goods and facilitating services to the customers. So first of all, you have to know what is the meaning of goods as well as services. So section 252 defines goods. Okay. What is meant by goods? Every kind of movable property. Every kind of movable property. You supply all type of movable property. It may be fixed, it may be a machinery, it may be a furniture. Sometimes movable properties are also fixed assets, no problem at all. But there should be things or commodity or products, that's all. So all movable property, whatever the things you supply, so everything is included and includes actionable claim. Actionable claim is nothing but sundry creditors. Sundry creditors is what? Unsecured creditors. Bought goods from our suppliers on credit without giving any guarantee and security. They supply goods to us without any guarantee, without security. You know, the business people are giving security to buy goods from the suppliers. No. Here the security is faith, trust, and also your continuous supply. This is called faith. Your frequency of purchase is more valuable here, because you are buying goods continuously from a particular dealer. He has a faith about you. You are the close customer of them. So actionable claims is nothing but unsecured creditors. Then growing crops, that is very, very important. Growing crops, grass, things attached to non-farming part of the land which are agreed to be severed before supply or under a contract of supply. What is this? Grass and things attached to or farming part of the land which are agreed to be severed. Severed means cutting and selling. Cutting the tree and make the trees into a wood, and a slice of the tree's parts then you supply. You see, you have 1 acre of coconut tree. There are 500 trees are available in your land. Now you decide to sell. Along with the land, this is not a movable property. This is not a movable property. But you cut all the mango, the coconut trees and sell it to somebody's. Now it is called commodity property because it is moving from your land to somebody's. So actionable claim, growing crops and things attached or forming and part of the land which are agreed to be severed from supply under a contract of supply. Excluding money and security. Even money and securities are movable content, but it is not included in the terms goods. The term includes goods. So except money and security, all are what? All movable properties are including the term goods. So whenever you transfer the movable property from you to your supplier, it is chargeable to GST. Okay. Services other than goods. Services is nothing but other than goods. It is not a goods and includes activities relating to use of money, conversion by cash. You are the dealer, you are the agency to convert the foreign currency into Indian currency or Indian currency into foreign currency. Here you are charging some commission. This commission is called service. This service is called services. You charge anything, this is also taxable services. By any other mode from one form, currency denomination to another for which a separate consideration is charged. That is one. That is very, very important. You transfer, you convert the foreign money into Indian currency or Indian currency into foreign currency. When you charge something, this is also called what? Services. This commission is chargeable to tax on GST. Okay, includes arranging transactions in securities. Arranging transaction securities. You are facilitating to exchange the product or exchange the currency. So here also it is taxable. It is also treated as a services, my dear students. So hope you could understand both goods and services. Good. Okay. Now we'll move to money. What is money? Under section 275 of the GST Act defines money includes a Indian legal tender, promissory note, draft, money order, any foreign currency, bill of exchange, pay order, postal, electronic remittance check, letter of credit, traveler check, any such similar instrument. All you use any one of the all and above components, it is called money. The money, the mode of exchange, not only in the form of currency, raw money, in the form of some other like Indian legal tender, promissory note, draft, money order, any foreign currency, bill of exchange, pay order, postal or electronic remittances, check, letter of credit, traveler check, or any such similar instrument, whatever it may be, not only in the form of currency, I mean raw money, it includes all. When used as a consideration on settled an obligation, but this is very, very important. You may use all of them as consideration only. Consideration means what we received from the customer at the time of supplying goods. What we recover, what we received, this is for consideration. You may receive any one of the above as a consideration. You may receive any one of the above as a consideration, this is money. Then exchange with Indian legal tender of another denomination. Exchange with Indian legal tender. Indian legal tender is nothing but currency. Indian currency is called Indian legal tender because we are using our currency as a mode of exchange. But shall not include any currency that is held for its numismatic value. That is very, very important. Suppose you are the person is very much interested to collect the different countries' currency. You like all currency, you have a habit to collect all the currency. Already you have collected different currencies from the different countries. This is called for, you have currency for numismatic value, not for exchange purpose. So when you have a currency of another countries, not only for consideration or exchange obligation, here this is not for money. This is not for money, my dear students. So money under section 275 includes Indian legal tender, promissory note, draft, money order, foreign currency, bill of exchange, pay order, postal, electronic remittance, check, letter of credit, traveler check, any such similar instrument. Any such similar instrument. When used as consideration to settle and exchange with Indian legal tender of another denomination, then numismatic value. Okay, good. Consideration, section 231. That is very, 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 very important because consideration is the taxable value of the supply of both goods as well as services. You have to find out the consideration carefully because it is the exchange value. This is the transactional value. This is the value of supply. So we have to calculate the consideration carefully. You see, consideration under section 231 of the GST Act includes payment in money or otherwise for supply. Payment in money or otherwise. Money or kind, whatever it may be. Payment in money or otherwise. Or otherwise means already we discussed what is money or tender, promissory note, draft, money order. They are otherwise. Add monetary value of any act. Monetary value. If you give anything, monetary will have forbearance of act for the supply. They give advance, but later on they cancel their order. No need to return their advance. This is called forbearance of an act for the supply. Deposit if adjusted for consideration. Whenever you give order, usually the customers or a person who is placing order gives advance to the supplier. At the time of final settlement, the supplier has to adjust the deposit which he received from the customers earlier in the net payment. So this is what deposit if adjusted for consideration. Okay. Subsidy given by other than central and state government. When you receive subsidy from other than, this is totally ignored. Here you need not, should be subtract, not the subsidy given other than. Other than, that is very, very important. Other than government. Take for example, you running a business in one Trichy or one famous city in India. But basically you are from a village background. You studied in village, you born and brought up everything in village. Your village is very small hamlet, but you are the notable person in your village. Now you are settled in city-based city and you are running an industry. But now you decide to help, to give some help or to uplift your school which is located in your hamlet and where you studied in your school education. So you see, there are 200 to 300 students are studying in your school. You decide to supply notebooks to all the students. So the total cost of the notebook is 5 lakh rupee. Total, 1 lakh rupee. But one NGO is also running in your nearby in your business. You are very close to them, but they tell you, no problem, we will share 50% of the amount. You see, here the total value is 1 lakh. You give 50,000, they give 50,000. They means who? Outsiders. Private. So when the private organization, private party gives some subsidy, it should be part of the value of consideration. Because here we take total value, 1 lakh of notebooks as a value of supply. Not 50,000 is spent by you and 50,000 is spent by your relative or friends, NGOs or the donors. Okay. Then subsidy given by central and state government. When the government will give subsidy to promote the industrialization, to develop the industry. Once you develop the industry, you are going to give some employment opportunity to the people, those who are living in and around your industry. So for that purpose, the government gives some subsidy, that's all, to promote, to motivate your industrial growth. So once others know, suppose they will know the government is giving some subsidy, they are also very much interested to start one unit nearby their village or city. So ultimately the other people also having a chance for getting employment. So this is what subsidy given by central state government to promote, to develop the business or industry. Okay. Then deposit if refundable. So once the supplier accepts deposit, but after adjusting some amount, he returns something to you. So when he returns, this should be subtract the value of consideration, because this is not part of the consideration. So whatever the amount is part of the consideration, part of the purchase or supply of goods, it is consideration. Okay. So hope you could understand. Okay, good. No consideration, hence not supply. You supply goods without consideration, this is not supply. This is not supply. Condition. Gift and donation is made to a charitable organization. Payment has the character of a gift or donation. Purpose of philanthropics and not advertising. Gift and donation is made to a charitable organization. Take for example, Sivananda Gurukulam, Isha, Art of Living, some charitable organizations are there. You donate your money to them, they will take care of all the services. Payment has the character of gift or donation. You have to donate the money or you have to give gift to them. Not in other name. Purpose is philanthropic. Philanthropic means service nature. Philanthropic. Anmigam. Spiritualist. And not advertised. Here your motto should be service, not popularity. Like for example, you assume that you are in Tanjore or Madurai or in Konark Temple, North India, or Kasi, or Mumbai, Calcutta, whatever. You decide to donate some tube lights and fans to your, to the temple which is locating nearby you. It is a famous temple, maybe. You assume that I am in Tanjore. I decide to donate fans to the temple. Fans or lights to the temple. But I have written my name in all the fans and the lights like donated by Dr. Velavan. This is not a philanthropic purpose. This is an advertisement purpose. So when you do like that, you are expecting some benefit from the pilgrims and the public, those who are going to visit or visiting now. You expect. So automatically they see your name of the company, then will decide or induce them to buy something from your company or your shop. This is not a philanthropic area. This is not considered here. Okay. Artwork sent by artist to galleries for exhibition is not supplied. No consideration flow from the gallery to the artist. There is one exhibition is going on. I am a famous writer. I would like to display my writings in the exhibition, that's all. My intention is not sell the all arts in the exhibition. Okay. Now it is not a consideration, but my intention is sell my art in the exhibition. So definitely I will receive some consideration, price. So this is taxable. This is taxable. Okay. Business. Section 270. What is business? Many times I'll ask one question in my students, what is your father? My father is a businessman. Immediately I will ask, what is business? They told me that my father is doing this one or that one in a long time, since 2000 or since 19. So when one activity is carried out by or carrying out by you continuously, this is called business. Very simple. So section 217 defines business includes any trade, commerce, manufacture, profession, vocation, adventure, wager, even if there is no monetary benefit. Take for example Zio. What did Zio in initial period? The company has given connection to all the customers on free of cost. Free of cost. For 6 months. Even the Jio has given connection. I think at that time they have 1 crore connection. Crore connection. More than that. But whatever the plan they give, the entire value will be treated as a business. But Jio's plan, that's all. It has taken the responsibility. But after 6 months, they charged more. So, When the company is giving some offer without cost or free of cost, it is also supply. Any activity or transaction in connection with or incidental or ancillary, example, delivery, insurance and Flipkart. Any activity or transaction in connection with or incidental or ancillary, any activity, any transaction you are doing in connection with the original one. Flipkart is there, but all you have an agency, you collect all the goods and supply to the customers in the local market. This is delivery, insurance, services, irrespective of volume, frequency, continuity or regularity of transaction. Irrespective of volume. You are doing a small manner, okay. Large manner, okay. Frequency, sir, I'll do only one time. No. Even will do one time. I'm doing one time. No. Even will do one time. It is also business. Example, yes, a famous actor paints some painting and sell them. The consideration is donated for charity. Qualify as supply even if it is one time occurrence. But Tata Nano car selling at higher price, not supply. Not supply. Then supply or acquisition of goods, including capital asset and services in connection with commencement or closure of business. Supply or acquisition of goods, including capital goods, capital assets and assets. Facilities or benefits by a club, association, society or any such body to its member for a subscription or any other consideration. You see, you are living in an apartment. So definitely there is an association in apartment. All apartment they are taking care of the other welfare activities of the apartments, like watchman, gardener, sweeper, lighting and all, safety of the households, housemates, everything. You say you are living in an apartment, in your apartment 30 to 40 houses are there. So every month or once in 2 months they have to pay electricity and some other charges to the municipality or local authority. Here the association is taking care of all the activity. So they speak to the all tenant, don't worry. So every 2 months we will pay the electricity bill or water bill instead of you. You need not worry about that, but because of this much you have to pay a normal amount as a charge. This is also business, because every 2 months or every month they are going to buy, pay, etc. Admission to any premises for consideration. Now you decide to see the movie today in your local cinema theatre. So definitely you want to get the ticket from the counter. This is called cinema ticket, is called what? Value of subject, consideration. So admission to circus, cinema halls, parks, etc. Services supplied by a person as the holder of the office which has been accepted by him in the course or furtherance of his trade or personal vacation, traveler desk, including hotel. Services supply. You see, you are working in a star hotel, but usually the people came and stay only, but they have one separate desk. This is for they have a plan to visit all. To visit local places. The local visit. They have one traveler agency where they have some different package. This is what applicable here. This is also business. Okay, this is also business. Services by a race club by way of totalisator or a license to bookmaker or activities of a licensed bookmaker. Services by a race club by way of totalisator. Totalisator means a person who is engaging for facilitating the wagering for a commission, who is responsible, who is taking care of all arrangements. So here he will charge a minimum amount. He will charge a minimum amount. So this is called what? Totalisator. Or a license to bookmaker or activities of a license of bookmaker. This is also what business, my dear students. Any activity or transaction undertaken by government, both central and state government, local authorities and public authorities, this is also business. Road repair work, EV facility, water connection work, everything is considered. Okay. So hope could understand the term business under section 217. Okay. Now furtherance of business means helping forward business or progress of business. Furtherance of business means I am going to continue the same business, or I am going to start a business, I am going to do the business continuously. Not supply as an art. So when not course of furtherance of, okay, not supply as, not in the course. Suppose you are buying us something, giving not the purpose of the business, is not a supply. Okay, these are the example I have given. Then meaning already we have discussed. So here I have given a snapshot, that's all. I have given a snapshot for all the parameters. Okay, so this means the meaning and scope of supply in terms of section 7 should be goods or services, should be for consideration, then course or furtherance of business. So this is also we discussed. Supply should be both goods and services, and money and security is not supply. Okay. Parameters of supply: goods and services for consideration, course or furtherance of business. All the 3 points are very, very important. Okay. Very, very important. And supply should be for consideration in the course of the furtherance of business or goods or services. Okay. Then supply includes what we discussed. Supply includes all, including Schedule 1, Schedule 2 and Schedule 3. Schedule 1 is supply without consideration. So suppose whenever, but the supply should be consideration, but sometimes we may consider a supply even without consideration. It is in Schedule 1, where how we'll discuss later, and Schedule 2, suppose we are not able to find out whether the supply is supply of goods or services. They give it is goods, it is services. We have to apply, we have to follow the instructions given by them. Then supply should be goods or services, what we discussed. Supply should be a consideration for the business. Goods already we discussed what okay. Supply should be for consideration, we discussed. Consideration, what is consideration, already we discussed. So donation, philanthropic nature and not in advertisement. Okay. Then GST is not reviewable where the following three cumulative conditions are satisfied, namely gift and donation, payment is made, donation, philanthropic. We are not supplied. Artwork, no problem. Then should be in course of furtherance already discussed. What is only business? We'll discuss. Definition of business already discussed. Business implication. Okay. Yes. Supply for consideration, the course of other 171. Important services for consideration already. Supply without consideration. Payment transfer across. Yeah. The next aspect of supply without consideration. But as per the definition, supply should be for consideration. But in some cases, we have to treat some supply even without consideration. Usually, the supply will be happening between the agent, dealer, principal, commission agent, likewise. Supply without consideration, deemed supply, section 7(1)(c). Read with schedule 1, because already I told you we have to discuss three important schedules. Schedule 1, supply without consideration. Schedule 2, what are all the items or supply, what are the transactions or services. Schedule 3 is negative list. Okay. This includes all supply made to be taxable or not taxable person, even if they without consideration. These are specifically mentioned in the Schedule 1 appended to the GST Act. As per Schedule 1, the following 4 cases supplies made without consideration will be treated as a supply. Even the following supplies are not having consideration, they will be treated as a supply. Okay, they will be treated as a supply. Permanent transfer or disposal of business assets. Permanent transfer and disposal of business asset. Here, without consideration. Permanent, we supply goods. Here, input tax is avoided. When we sell assets to others permanently, transfer or disposal. So here, what is transfer, what is supply? No. Sale, transfer, barter, exchange, discard, everything. So when we supply goods along with their legal right, so here, take for example, your business place is here, head office here, but your agency is in some other place. You transfer goods to agency office without getting any consideration. Supply between related persons, distant person. Related person 1, related person 2, supply of goods or services, or furtherance course of business, that is okay. But related a distinct person 1. Here, related persons, related distinct persons, supply of goods. Okay, no problem. Related means they are doing business, deemed supply. Take for example, you are a father, your son is doing business in the same city in some other place. You supply goods to your son's shop. This is related. Or distinct person. Distinct person means what? A person who is taking lead of the business. Okay, registered person is a distinct person. So this is called related. But when the employer gives gift to employees, this is not supply, because employer-employee is not a related persons. They are not coming under the category of relationship. They are not related persons. Okay. Supply between principal and agent. This is also without consideration. So whenever goods supplied by a principal to the agent would not pay anything. Will not pay anything to the principal. Simply sell and take the commission from the principal. That's it. So here also no consideration. This is the supply. Importation of services. Whenever we import the service from outside to India, foreign countries in India, this is also taxable supply even without consideration. Okay. The combined provisions are relating to import of services under section 7(1)(b), that is schedule 1, have been described below. You see, it should be with the consideration. Sometimes when you charge without consideration, it is not supply. Import of services, you see, in course of further business, not in course of further business, related, okay. Even it is not related, not furtherance of business, no problem. With consideration means they should be like that. Everything should be covered. Without consideration, other cases, taxable. I mean, not chargeable tax. Suppose without tax consideration is not applicable here, no supply. Okay. This is very, very important. Activities or transaction to be treated as supply of goods or services. Section 7(1)(a), read with schedule 3, schedule 2. Here you are struggling to identify the supplies or whether it is supply of goods or services. You need not worry about that. They give the list of services, of goods and services. Your transaction will come in which category you will be treated based on that. Okay. Transfer. When we transfer title of the goods, title in goods under the agreement that property shall pass at a future date. Goods. This here, the title of the goods is goods. When you write transfer right undivided share in goods without transfer of the title of the firm, this is services. This is services. Okay, this is services. Land and lease. Here you pay only land lease services. Consideration, this is services. Lease services. Transfer or process services. Goods farming, transfer of business assets, goods. When you give some facilities, services. Goods farming, part of assets, goods. Renting of immovable property, services. Construction of complex building and civil structure, etc., services. Temporary transfer or permitting use of employment transfer, services. Development of design, programming, customization, adaptation, upgradation, services. Agreeing to obligation to refrain from an act or to tolerance an act, this is also transfer, services. Following composite supply, what contract services you are providing, you are supplying labor force. Supply of goods being, okay, services. Supply of goods, this is goods. Okay. This is what schedule 2. The schedule 2 is very, very important. You identify your transaction is coming which category, because there are 7 categories are there. You identify in which category you are coming, based on that you have to charge. Okay. Non-supplies under GST section 7(2)(a). This is also called negative list. Negative list. Activities or transactions shall be treated neither as a supply of goods or nor supply of services. Non-supplies. Services of an employee to the employer. Suppose some benefits or services given by the employer to his employee. This is not a supply. This is not a supply. Services by any court or tribunal establishment under law. Okay. Any court, civil court, regarding legal camp, etc. Functions performed by member of the parliament, member of state assemblies, panchayat, member of municipalities, member of any other local authorities. Duties performed by any person who holds any post in the pursuance of the provisions and the constitution of the capacity. Duties performed by any person as a chairperson or a member of director. So they are doing to the public cause. So this is not a supply. Services of funeral, burial, cremation or mortuary, including transportation of the deceased. So now the government is giving lot of subsidy and other facilities to this type of services. I mean, funeral, burial, crematorium or mortuary, including transportation of the deceased. Sale of land and subject to paragraph 5b, schedule 2, sale of building. Okay. Construction and all. Actionable claim other than lottery, betting and gambling. Okay. Supply of goods from a place in the non-taxable territory. It is also not supply. Supply of warehouses, goods to any person, clearance for house consumption. Okay. Supply of goods, the consignee to the consignor. These are all the list of negative items. They have never treated as a supply and supply of goods and services. This is what I have given again for your understanding. Clarification. Central Board of Indirect Tax. Apart from the above, activities, transaction notified to the government, transaction to the central government, state government, everything will be notified here. In which they are engaged as a public authority services, interested, Panchayat under section 243, okay, municipality. Interstate movement of various modes of conveyance between distinct person, many of convention training. Okay. Mode of conveyance, train, bus, trucks, tankers, trailer vessels contain the state of mode of conveyance. Okay. Carrying goods on a passenger boat, carrying passenger or boat, requires some maintenance except in case there such movement of our road. This is what the intrastate movement of various models. Interstate movement, rigid tools and spares and goods. This is what the diagram of both are. Supply leviable to GST. For a supply to attract GST, primarily two additional conditions. Supply must be made at supply already we discussed. This is the snapshot. Composite and mixer supply. This is very important one. Okay. So here you have to know what is composite and mixer supply. First we understand, then composite and mixer supplies. Now you have to know what is composite and mixer supplies. You see here, composite supply consists of two or more supplies. You see here, one is cell phone, another one is battery. This is a charger, two or more, but this cell phone has inbuilt battery also. Naturally bundled in conjunction with each other, one of which is principal supply. You see here, suppose they sell battery along with cell phone. Cell phone is a primary supply, battery is the ancillary supply. Tax liability shall be rated of principal supply only. You see, in cell phone and battery both are having different GST rate. Here for cell phone they charge 18%, battery 12%, but they charge 18% for both. Example, charges supplied along with the mobile phone. This is what composite. So whenever you buy or sell goods, a combined manner, cannot break away. Okay. So consist of two or more supplies. Definitely. Take an apt example is cell phone and railway ticket. And one more example is hotel fare. When you are going to stay in star hotels, they charge hotel rent along with breakfast and insurance. Breakfast and insurance. They give this facility. So consist of two or more supplies, naturally bundled in conjunction with each other, one of which is principal supply. Tax liability shall be rate of principal supply, not ancillary supply, because they are all dependent product but bundled one. Then example is cell phone. Okay. Mixer supply consists of two or more supply. It is also two or more supply. See, chocolate, fruits, some vegetables, and drinks, soft drinks, everything. Not naturally bundled. We can sell all or independent. Not naturally bundled, mixer. Though can be supplied independently. Still supplied together. can sell independently. Someone will come buy a paste from you, someone will come buy a fruits from you, chocolate from you, health drinks from you. They are not naturally bundled. Tax liability shall be the rate applicable to the supply that attract the higher rate. You see, these are the combination of product. All are having different GST rate. Take for example, 10%, 12%, 18%. So here they have three different product as a mixed supply, but they have different rate. But which one is higher rate? 18%. Say they charge 18% for the entire supply. Entire supply. Whole supply. Example, a gift pack comprising of chocolate, candles, sweets and balloons. All are different product, all are sell independent. We may sell all the goods independent, but majority we give a gift wrapper along with all. So this is what mixed supply. You have to understand what is what, because why we have to understand or need a difference between composite and mixed? The rate of charge will vary. In composite supply, the rate on principal goods will charge. In mixed supply, the highest value product, highest rate of the product will take. So this is the major difference in both supplies, composite and mixed supplies. Hope you could understand. So now I will give a recap. So here we discussed about the supply under section 7. What are all the characteristics of the supply? Essential features of supply. What is schedule 1, schedule 2, schedule 3. Here we have to study two important sections. Section 7 is for supply is taxable event. Section 8 is mixed and composite supply, and 3 schedules. One is schedule 1, supply without consideration. Schedule 2, list of supplies and services for our understanding. Number 3, negative list. What are all the supplies are not treated as a supply? What are all the transactions are not treated as a supply? It includes all government activities, both central and state government, local authorities. Whenever they are providing or giving services, they will not come under the category or come under the taxable supply. So I request all of you to see or watch the video, because we have taken more risk for the preparations and the recording. So you have to make use of all the videos we are uploading. So any doubt? No problem.